Good morning. It's afternoon. It's definitely afternoon. So I had a busy morning. I gave myself a blowout. I did a hair mask. I took care of kid stuff. I was planning our homeschool classroom. We just had a lot going on this morning, and that's good because productivity makes me happy. Okay. So we're going to do a little bit of glam because I have some errands to run, and then we're gonna be Gucci. Say hi when you guys hop on. Let me know how you're doing. I'm gonna start with a little bit of my skincare, and then I'm gonna put my makeup primer on. While we wait for the primer to set, I'm gonna talk a little bit about my hair. So I just washed my face before I got out of the shower, and I'm gonna start with my Bio Hydria liquid serum. You only need 1 squirt of this. I know it doesn't seem like a lot of product. You don't need a lot of product. This is like a vitamin infusion for your face. It's different than a moisturizer. This is a hydrator and a serum. So it's actually going to put like vital nutrition back into your skin. Different than a moisturizer. We're gonna go in with the eye gel, and then we're gonna go in with our hydrating moisturizer. Bio Hydria line, the whole thing. I love it for my daytime routine. Put this on your ring finger because they are the weakest fingers of your whole body. And just kind of tap that in. And then we're gonna go in with our Bio Hydria gel cream. This extends hydration and moisture in your skin for 48 hours. So it's not gonna just kind of stop working after, 6-8 hours. It literally locks in moisture for 48 hours. And of course, I hit it with the old lymphatic massage. Push that fluid out. Okay. That feels better already. All right, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of makeup primer, and while we let the primer sit on my face, I'm gonna throw a little bit of anti-frizz dry oil through my hair because it is humid AF here in New York today, and I can just see my hair going everywhere. So I'm gonna put my primer on and then let it dry. You want your primer to dry for just a few minutes before you do the rest of your makeup so that you blend over it and not onto it or into it. And that's gonna give you a more flawless finish. Everyone's skin has texture. Everyone's skin has texture. When you see a photo that there's literally no texture on someone's skin, it's because of really great lighting, Photoshop, and bomb primer most of the time. So if you're wondering why you're not getting that flawless finish, take a look at your primer and see what's up with that. All right, so while we wait for the primer to set, I'm gonna go in with our True Style Anti-Frizz Dry Oil, and I'm just gonna put one pump of that in my hands and run it all the way through my fingers and then into my hair. I have pretty thick hair, ironically. I never used to think that I did, but whenever I blow it out, I'm kind of amazed at how much is there. But it's still in the getting rid of damage process from January. So I don't know, next time I go to get it done, I might be going brunette again just to kind of give it a rest. But right now it doesn't look terrible, but I did trim off some dead ends this morning, which I know very frowned upon. Wait for your stylist. I get it, but I just couldn't take how crispy they were anymore. So literally I could fit all the ends just in the palm of my hand when I was all done. I didn't go ham on it, but I did take them off. Goodbye. And then I blew it out. And now I'm gonna have to style it. All right, so we're gonna do a little bit of liquid foundation today in Honey Beige. Just kind of a simple, easy, everyday glow. Let me grab some products. Deep. These are the ones I want to go in with. Ivory setting powder. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go in with the shade Honey Beige and do a foundation look with this. So our foundation is full medium coverage. It is a water weight foundation, so it goes on super light, like a drop of water type of thing for the texture. I'm just gonna pull my hair out of my face. And we'll be good. With a scrunchie, no less. The 80s are back. Okay, so we're gonna go in with Honey Beige Liquid Foundation. If you need to get color matched, just shoot me over a message. You can see how it's running down my face or my hand. That's what I mean by water weight foundation. It's not a heavy cream. It's very light, and that's what makes it blend into your skin really lightly and not show fine lines and wrinkles, but still give you great coverage so that you're not gonna have issues with kind of seeing through it. I dot it on my face like this because it just helps me to blend it out a little bit better and not over concentrate it in one area or another. And I think a lot of the makeup I'm using today comes in the 18-piece makeup kit. So if you are looking to revamp your entire makeup collection, check out that kit first. It's already 40% off. Where did I put my sponge? It's already 40% off everything, and it's totally customizable. All right, so Eco Tool sponge that I just washed with hot water and hand soap. And I'm just gonna press this puppy in. And you can see that the coverage is amazing, but my skin still looks like skin. It doesn't look like a mask on it, which is really kind of important to me. Once I saw the light, I didn't want to go back to that really heavy, over the top look. Okay. Blend that out. My allergies are killing me. It is ragweed season here in New York, and it's out everywhere. Okay. I'm going to go in with a little bit of our concealer in the shade Light. And I'm just going to put a little bit on. We're going to highlight with Ivory Loose Powder Foundation too. But I just wanted to give a little bit more brightness. So we went in with a little concealer in the shade Light. I'm going to take the short flat side and blend that out. This especially is great if you have really dark under eye circles and you just want to neutralize them. This is a super good product for that. A little goes a very long way. As you can see, I didn't even dip twice into the concealer tube, just the one time, and there was plenty to do my entire highlight area. So now I'm gonna go in with Setting Pretty Translucent Setting Powder. This just got reformulated. It is a mineral-based translucent setting powder. It's got a little bit of like a shimmer to it, so it makes your skin look really healthy and beautiful and glowy. And I'm just gonna press that on the areas that I highlighted and blend it in there first and then buff it out in everywhere else. It's not going to change the color of your foundation or whatever you're applying it to, but it is going to set it so as your skin heats up, when it's humid, all that kind of stuff, you don't start to melt off your makeup, which happens with all liquid and cream products, no matter how good they are. Hi, Steffi. Translucent setting powder for the win. This was out of stock for like 4 months, so I'm thrilled that it's back. All right, we're gonna go in with a pressed foundation today in the shade Deep to do my contour with. And I'm gonna take a small brush. This is a Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. I got this at Target. I think that they also have them like at the pharmacy, Walmart. They have them all over. We're gonna contour that cheek out. I chose the shade Deep so that I don't have to use a lot of it to get it to show up on my skin. But depending on how you like to contour your face, you can pick a lighter or even a darker shade of contour. Down the sides of the nose and the jawline. And then we're gonna blend it out. Okay, I'm gonna take a bigger, fluffier brush to do the blend portion of this. And I'm gonna blend back towards my hairline to diffuse that color out, and it's gonna give me a really natural shadow there where I want it. If we can't be tan, we'll fake tan. You can see the glow on my skin from the Setting Pretty translucent setting powder. Okay. I didn't wear makeup, I think, for the last 5 days. I think my kids and my husband were starting to wonder like what was up. I just couldn't get it together. I was busy doing other things and life was crazy and we didn't have Wi-Fi, so I couldn't go live and there was all kinds of issues with that. So it was what it was and we all survived. All right, let's do our brows before we go and do anything else. I'm gonna go in with my light brow pencil and my light medium brow cream. I just trimmed my brows this morning before I got in the shower, and so they're not kind of going all over the place anymore. But I just take our light pencil, I start on the bottom inside corner, draw a line all the way from front to back on the bottom, and then on the top I start just a little bit further in. Grab those little baby hairs right above my arch and fill in the arch to the tail. This is just because I have some sparse portions of my brow back there, and I want my arch and my tail to be the strongest, darkest, most prominent pieces of my brow. And then we're gonna add a little texture and volume and all of that to my brow with the brow cream. Kind of makes like a microbladed appearance. Okay. And the front. And then we're gonna blend it up with the little spoolie. And this kind of blends everything together perfectly so that if you end up with any spots that you didn't hit quite as much, you can kind of melt it back together there. All right, now for the brow cream. So this is the shade light medium. We also have a medium dark. And this is like a mascara slash pigment tinted gel for your eyebrows. So I start towards the back at that arch again because I want to put the majority of the product back here. Okay, just like that. I'm just going to take my concealer brush and run it right along the top. Like that. I didn't even put any extra concealer on this. This is just to clean them up. Fleeks them out. All right, perfect. All right, let's do our eyes before we go in and contour with that highlight powder that I love to use in the shade Ivory. I'm going to go in and do Volume 1 palette today. And the first thing I'm going to do is go in with Carbon eyeliner. This is our black eyeliner pencil in the shade Carbon. And I'm going to put a black line right into my lash line just to kind of beef them up. And then we're going to blend over that with our eyeshadow so that it kind of smudges it out and doesn't make it look quite so extreme. Even though I love black eyeliner, I can't lie to you. It really does something for your lashes. Okay, perfect. All right, so I am gonna do sort of a simple kind of everyday look with this palette today. Just kind of want to keep it really nice and natural. So I think I'm going to start with the shade, what do we want to do? Let's go in with the shade Amber. I don't use it that often, this kind of goldish color, and I'm just going to paint that on my lid with a flat brush. And this has a little bit of a metallic hue to it, so I'm just kind of gently pressing it into place. Hi, Beth. And I'm staying right on my lid. Keeping your eye open will allow you to see kind of what everybody else is going to see when it's the finished look. So I try to encourage you to keep an eye open if you can, so that you kind of aren't surprised at the end. Like, oh, I didn't think it was going to end up there. Especially when you do the crease. Try to do that. Okay. So that was the shade Amber. And now we're gonna go in with the shade Cactus. Actually, no, I don't wanna do a metallic. I'm gonna go in with Cypress, this dark brown right here. And I'm gonna blend that into the crease. So again, I'm keeping my eye open so that I can see where that color is ending up, and I'm not surprised at the end of it. And I'm just sort of feeling for that ridge. This is especially helpful if you have hooded eyes and you need to be more careful where your product goes, because you don't see it everywhere quite as much. So just feel for that ridge and just stay in a little windshield wiper motion right in that line. Okay. I'm going to take a bigger eyeshadow brush that has nothing on it and just blend out the edges, because I don't like when my eyeshadow goes to nowhere. It drives me nuts. And we're going to go in with Speaks Volume Mascara. Hypoallergenic, the best mascara on the market, hands down. It fans out your lashes. It doesn't make them stick together. It makes them appear longer and thicker. And it doesn't have gluten, dairy, soy, parabens. It's cruelty-free. It's the best. I still do 2 coats though, because I skip primer. Feels so good to have makeup on right now, I have to say. After not having it on for nearly a week, this feels like getting ready for prom. And all we're doing is cleaning the basement. Who knew? Okay, second coat of Magic. The second coat is really what sets them off, makes them look extra thick and lush and amazing. Crap. This is why you can dress me up, but you can't take me out. There we go. Okay. And then we're going to hit those bottom lashes. Oops. Anyone else just feel like a better person with eye makeup on? Or is that just me? It's okay if it's just me. Okay. All right. Let's go in with that loose powder in the shade Ivory. This is my favorite way to highlight my under eyes before I do my blush. It just makes my under eyes look a little bit brighter and crisper. Where did my tweezers go? Powder all over. Okay, so same Eco Tool sponge. A little bit of the moisture in here is what helps to keep the product on. And I'm just gonna add the littlest bit of product to my sponge and tap it on my under eyes and up the side of my nose, just like that. So this is gonna contour my under eyes, my cheekbones, and my nose all in one. Plus it's gonna highlight and brighten any dark spots that I have. If you got a little wacky with your eyeshadow and you wanna kind of tailor it back in and clean it up, it also adds a nice lift to the sides of your eyes when you kind of sweep it upwards. And it helps to set your makeup by adding a little bit more powder. So just kind of tailor it right up. And we're gonna do a little bit on the jawline. Right here. When I watch people dump like half of their product out into their lid and apply it, I'm always shocked at how much product people use, especially with powder. A lot of powder I don't recommend. Like that is what you're gonna notice your face getting kind of cakey like. Setting powder is a little bit different because it's more finely milled than foundation powder is, but it's always crazy to me when I see people do a liquid foundation, a full coverage concealer, then a full powder foundation routine over the top of it. It's a lot. Look at how that like chisels it in. Don't worry, we're gonna blend it out. No one looks like this in real life. But it just cleans up that jawline so that your contour looks really like precise. All right, just blend this out. Soften it up a little bit. All right, now blush. We need blush. I live for blush. It is probably one of the most underrated beauty products, in my opinion. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't really need blush. Yes, you do. It makes you look youthful. It makes you look healthy. You're not going to look like a peasant in the Victorian era who has influenza. You're going to look radiant. So I'm going to go in with the shade Blossom, which is one of my faves. And I'm just going to tap it once in the pan, and that's enough product to do your whole cheek. So if you've ever been scared to do blush because just too much comes out, make sure that you're not using a cheap product, that you're getting half just talcum powder in there, and use something that's got real pigment in it. And then once in the pan is all you're gonna need. Okay. Let's do a lip, an easy lip. I'm gonna go in with our eyeliner in the shade Morel, and our lip duo because it matches my shirt. All right, so eyeliner in the shade Morel, soft kind of like mushroomy brown. And I'm gonna overline on the bottom and top. Okay. Just like that. All right, and then I'm gonna go in with our Bloom Lip Duo, and I'm gonna start with our matte lip cream in Bloom. Take a majority of the product off. You do not need a ton of it. And then we're gonna use concealer to brighten this up, right in the center. Okay, concealer in the shade Light. Right in the center. And then we're gonna go back to Bloom and we're gonna go in with the gloss side of it. Like I said, take a majority of the product off. You don't need a ton. Go right over the top. Like so. All right, let's see. What do we want to do here? I want a little bit more contour. Shocking, I know. All right, now we're gonna set it with our Let It Set Refreshing Spray. This is gonna make your makeup lock in, not shift, not move all day. It's gonna make it look glowy and dewy and healthy and like your skin. It smells so good. It smells like the spa. All right. And with that, we're Gucci. All right. I will go and take a picture in natural lighting over there so that you can really see a close-up of the shades. And then I will use a little list of all the products that I used so that if you have any questions and you want to go on and kind of see what replacing your makeup with Arbonne would be, you can absolutely do that. Arbonne is 100% vegan, cruelty-free, clean, non-toxic makeup, nutrition, skincare, hair care, the whole 9 yards. So if you were looking to ditch and switch and do a better job of just keeping clean products in your house, anywhere from hand soap to baby items, we have literally everything. We have self-tanner, body butters, hair masks, hair oils, shampoo and conditioner, a complete men's line of body products and skin products. We have the most amazing skincare ever. So any questions, shoot me over a message. For the last week in August, you get 40% off everything on the website with the Build for More bundle. So any questions, I can help you save a ton of money. But I love you guys, and I will be back here Wednesday, tomorrow, maybe, I don't know. But shoot me over a message, and we also have free gifts to hook people up with too. So have a great Monday, and I will see you guys soon.